So I think I kind of alluded to the next question, which was about CCM and how it relates to customer experience and kind of the insights that we had from our survey there.
Yeah, so we combine a couple questions here. The first one is, where does CCM budgets land, right? So it seems to 2/3 of the time it's either in CX marketing or it's in IT.
Yep.
The other third is somewhere else in the organization, right? So I think it's pretty interesting. Where it resides, I think it's going to depend a lot on the organization.
Yeah.
We do have some good figures on CX marketing departments, and one of the things we've noticed is that everyone we queried, no one was planning on spending less on customer experience. They were in 3/4 of the survey respondents indicated that they were looking to increase their budgets. And so I think it's pretty significant. This is an area that insurers are focusing on. They're demonstrating its importance with budget dollars, which are, that's how you show something matters, is you allocate more resources to it. Have you been noticing, an increased interest in customer experience, in your travels?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So perfect example of just the last InsurTech show in Vegas, being in our booth there. I was approached by a surprising number of CX titles, right? Managers, directors, VPs, many people who came into those jobs and roles from other departments, and who all had the same objective, right? Is trying to take all the siloed departmental things they had going on, whether from a system or process or people standpoint, and bridge the gap between the individual objectives of an IT department or a marketing department or the operations group, and really focus on how that all ultimately influences what their customers are experiencing to drive, loyalty and retention and business growth. So for customers of ours, like Wisconsin Physical Service, they process 63.8 million claims. Using eloquence for them translates into benefits for their internal stakeholders, all the people we talked about earlier, like the IT department and the end users of the system. But ultimately, that translates into benefits for the customer and the customer experience. So, as a result of using eloquence, Wisconsin Physical Service improved accuracy in their communications by 90%, where they had gaps or misinformation or any kind of process breakdowns. Their claims response time, in addition to that 90% improvement in accuracy, the claims response time improved by 25%. So things like reducing the templates in their library, simplifying that, improving integration with claims systems, lowering the IT costs, all those things we talked about earlier, those become the justifiers for an investment in a CCM system that's next gen. But then that ultimately gets them to the point of improving CX and all of the larger benefits that are derived from that. So often you've got CX leaders coming in who are adding a new perspective and aligning IT and marketing and other departments to drive them towards the ultimate goal there.
Those are really impressive results, Will.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing to me how when you've had a system in place for a lengthy period of time and you take a fresh look at it, and that's where I think it's great that you have these CX leaders coming in because they are taking a fresh look. You just get used to the status quo. You assume that things are going to take 12 minutes and you're willing to tolerate 12 minutes because that's enough time to check email and do something else in between, or you just get used to, executing at a tactical level rather than elevating that to look strategically at how is your time and your effort ultimately driving towards the goals that your businesses want to achieve versus tactical departmental results, right? So yeah, they are dramatic results, and I've got more stories to share about that, and they're all consistent, right? Those kind of numbers aren't the exception, they're actually the rule.